along with discussing loan costs and the nation of the US economic system. We'll additionally take a closer look at Bitcoin. BlackRock recently released new rails and a brand new device. Just wait until you examine this newsletter. To pinnacle it all off, we've a splendid XRP chart, which you have to view proper now. We must take a deep breath and leap proper in. Up 1.3% over the past 24 hours. Right now, it's unavailable. While 13% of the United States dollar and US greenback cash have again to their respective dollar pegs, XRP has slightly declined, closing at 57 cents or 2.45% of the overall marketplace capitalization of cryptocurrencies presently. We firmly believe that there could be a surge in Q4 of this year, with the intention to persist until tax time in 2025, probably prolonging the bull run. People, here's something to observe out for as of the give up of 2025. We have not seen the breakthrough that we've been hoping for this 12 months. We are discussing XRP and Ripple. Bitcoin horror V convalescing the whole thing, so pay interest. This is the NBC News article. The Fed's purge is coming near. How a great deal. That's a reduction to the unknown. The Federal Reserve claims that the central bank measures diverse borrowing charges across the economy towards the federal funds rate. The Reserve has hinted at a charge discount. The central bank decreased the federal fund fee, a benchmark for other borrowing charges across the economic system, on Wednesday for the first time for the reason the COVID-19 outbreak. While this motion changed into normally predicted, investors can't forecast, traders cannot appropriately predict the extent of the potential cut. The majority of respondents to a CNBC correspondence survey on Tuesday predicted a 25% discount from the cutting-edge level of 5.3%. Despite the declare made by means of Wall Street traders, the possibility of important banks taking a cursory look is higher. What are our contemporary information bases? Look at whether or not it'll be a quarter or a half of a percentage. In assessment to the Vegas B strains, this is wherein the worst probabilities are. You know it won't be 1%. That could be simply crazy. It's quite sincere to reduce those fees via 0.5%. However, what effect will this have on the cryptocurrency markets as an entire? That's what I'm seeking out. Do you intend to investigate lower interest fees for your CDs for the reason that they're essentially your bonds, just like your treasury bonds? Thus, after that, their fees decrease. Since we have been receiving more than 5% on those fees, a decrease is predicted. If the ones quotes drop to around 2.5 or 3%, traders are seeking to allocate their funds elsewhere. Treasury bonds and CDs are essentially assured investments, so if you inform them, you will best be getting 2 to a few percent on the ones. Traders will be looking into cryptocurrencies as a haven. Perhaps 1% or 5% in their capital can be invested in cryptocurrency. Perhaps even 10% of their capital, a sizable amount of money, might be invested. Starts off evolved to shift away from traditional finance and into the cryptocurrency markets because of realizing that, well, they have the willingness to take a touch danger in their portfolios. This may additionally 100% help begin the bull run. The consciousness will be on pay. Pay attention to this and observe via how a good deal of a decline there's, and when money starts to rotate out, it won't occur right away, and we won't witness the rate reduce coming nowadays. Well, we are able to witness the fee reduce. But cash may not right away start flowing into cryptocurrency. Rather, it's going to take the time, possibly till Q4 of this year, before it begins to trickle. Why ignore the perception that this surge in cryptocurrency markets will maintain till tax season? We all recognize what happens at some stage in tax season, and huge groups are aware of how a whole lot of coins they need to gift. They start to promote off, they settle their money owed, and then within the summer of 2025, we can keep pushing higher. At that factor, we expect exponential moves in many altcoins, and loan fees will drop for the primary time in more than 18 months. Does this make experience? Indeed, I assume this turned into a huge bubble and an overreaction. I trust there could be a treatment for the current mortgage and housing fees. Will we ever get better? If the loan rate drops to among 2% and 3%, it'll largely depend on the final results of the approaching presidential election. Because there are contenders, there might be a presidential election in less than months on the way to have an extensive effect on each the United States financial system and the cryptocurrency marketplace. Someone who has spoken significantly about cryptocurrency and attended the Bitcoin conference expressed their preference for the US to take the lead in this vicinity. There is any other person who is not as vocal approximately cryptocurrency, because the first one, they declare their disinterest in cryptocurrency, after which turn out to be interested. I expect that is without a doubt a ploy to advantage guide before they come out and sue in public. A lot is going on here, but what we are about are thrilling instances. I believe NFTs turned into an assault on Trump. We inspire absolutely everyone to participate, especially with Q4 much less than weeks away. Jesse Haynes addressed this crucial trouble in a token 2049, pronouncing, to be honest, this got here as close as whatever has to convince me to give up on cryptocurrency. Snicker aloud and examine. Therefore, a brand new type of well starts off evolved, with suitable old italics serenading you with a lovely track at token 2049. Honestly, what his backers and traders want to see is whether or not there may be an easy inconsistency with the man folks. let's call it spade to spade, or whether or not there may be an extreme inconsistency with this man. He has been promoting off a variety of Ethereum lately. We count on thrilling times beforehand, but we nonetheless agree with Ethereum will reach 10,000. Some even say it will attain 20,000, which might be a tenfold boom from now. Here's the video again. We're going to speak approximately it. Just recently, the $10 trillion financial behemoth BLROCK published a complete evaluation of Bitcoin, claiming it to be a unique diversifier. Now that the brand new advertising team has arrived, we can expect to look a rotation of these financial behemoths, including BlackRock, Morgan, JP Charles, Schwab, Honesty, Robinhood intervenes and starts off Evolve to suggest for cryptocurrency. Since an old season is not possible, let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin comes first, accompanied with the aid of money until it makes a decision to develop, swaps out what became formerly a playbook. Moreover, nothing has modified due to the fact 2013. Chad launched those. BRICS declared now not merely for move border payments, new rails could be a totally new financial community. New rails, new globe BRICS is aiming to increase a new charge system that does not contain the US currency or its tested system. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that the new charge gadget will characteristic as a comprehensive financial framework and facilitate past border transactions. This is specifically big in mild of Trump's assertion that he desires to make sure that the US stays at the forefront of the cryptocurrency race, and Brooks' massive declaration of a new price machine. Given the several collaborations that Ripple has hooked up with the UAE and the Indian banks, of which it presently controls about 75%, I would not be stunned if Ripple were collaborating with each bank in India. We already recognize that Ripple has been doing enterprise with those institutions. Since Ashish Burr found out that Ripple owned extra than 75% of the banks in the course of his on-degree look at a convention in Canada in 2018, we were aware of this fact. They essentially simplest have one good-sized bank. We're now not privy to any adjustments, but we do recognize that Ripple has places at some point we have located a numerous variety of job possibilities. Visiting there is properly, and then there has been a Reddit publish, and as you could see, this is a notable reply. Although Ripple's direct collaboration with Russia appears unlikely, the open supply nature of the XRP ledger theoretically lets in for the advent of a future BRIC coin. This gadget, in my opinion, is likely to be a newly designed network that prioritizes interoperability. Adoption of XRP is inevitable, so don't depend entirely on BRX adoption. If whatever, the West may undertake XRP in response to BRX, due to the fact in the end, the West does not need to lose the United States in this cryptocurrency race.